Anybody who knows the Mario Party series knows that when they sit down and play, someone is in for heartbreak, and someone else is about to feel extremely lucky. The thrill of the highs and lows we face is what keeps us coming back to Mario Party, and it looks like we've all been invited to party once again with this third entry on Nintendo Switch. Super Mario Party Jamboree is more of what we've come to know and love: multiplayer mayhem. This time around, there are 7 boards, 5 of them brand new and 2 returning, as well as an astounding 22 playable characters. Each of the 7 boards has their own unique mechanics that all work so well and stand out from the others, so you have to know the best way to take advantage of the layout and the items available. It all comes down to how you want to strategize. Playing the main Mario Party mode, you and 3 others take turns rolling the dice, making your way around the board to try and reach the star space and earn the most stars by the end of the game. At the end of each turn, you play a minigame. There are over 100 minigames available, each of which is easy to pick up and understand the rules. The ability to practice on the instructions screen makes its return from the other 2 entries, so even newcomers can take as long as they need to adjust. There are plenty of items you can buy at the shops, such as mushrooms and extra dice to roll higher numbers, or even move the location of a star to a different spot. And between all the items and the gameplay mechanics available here, I think that Jamboree might serve as more of a celebration of all the past Mario parties than Superstars did. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit nostalgic for the return of the star and coin steal spaces, which are very similar to the hex items introduced in Mario Party DS. The array of different red and blue colored spaces, as well as the green event spaces, are all still here. Yep, that means everyone's favorite chance time is back too. The stores on each board also have specific items that can only be found there, such as the markup sticker in Rainbow Galleria. This doubles the prices of items and stars for the opponent you use it on for one turn. Some of the items can be devastating, and it's all about how you use them effectively that'll help you earn the title of Superstar. In addition to the classic Mario Party mode, there's also the new Pro mode, which essentially removes most of, if not all of the luck-based mechanics and minigames. Instead of the typical roulette, players now vote on which minigame they want to play. Items in Pro mode also have limited stock, and there's also one bonus star at the end that you get to know before the match even starts. So if the bonus star is a most items used star, then you'll know you have to use a lot of items. It's not how I like to play, as my friends and I find a lot of joy in the chaos that Mario Party throws at you, but it's an interesting and welcome addition to this package. It switches up the typical Mario Party formula that I've come to know and love, and while I appreciate the inclusion, I get a lot more enjoyment out of the chaos in a regular party. One of the new features to Jamboree are the Jamboree Buddies. These are characters that appear somewhere on the board, and if you reach them, you and the 3 other players will play a character-specific minigame for the chance to recruit them on your team. 10 of the 22 playable characters can be Jamboree Buddies. It's similar to the allies you could get in Super Mario Party, only now they stick around for a few turns and have a unique ability, not just a unique die that can be rolled during your turn. Having an ally also doubles everything, buying 2 items from the shops, buying 2 stars, and even double the rewards or punishments from the spaces you land on. The minigames you play to earn a Jamboree Buddy are longer than the standard minigames you play at the end of each turn and can last a few minutes. While these minigames are some of the best in the game, and the stakes feel much higher, it's because of their extended length that they would sometimes feel like they're overstaying their welcome. That's one of my main issues with this game too. The pacing of every little event can feel slow, such as when you're taking the escalator in Rainbow Galleria, even with the speed up option. Those of us familiar with Mario Party will often find ourselves mashing through the dialogue just to get right back into the gameplay. On a similar note, I've noticed that despite the game boasting 112 available minigames, I had already run into a number of repeats after only 2 rounds. The game offers more than just a board game, however. There's a single player mode, Party Planner Trek, that takes you across 5 of the boards, completing small tasks and playing through minigames to advance. There's a story here, but it's nothing significant. You're just helping Kamek set up for the party and unlocking decorations that can be placed in the plaza. This mode also features boss minigames, which while never the most challenging, were a fun shake-up from the fast pace of the regular minigames. Paratroopa Flight School has you using motion controls to fly around through 3 different modes: Sky Battle, Koopa Paratroopa Taxi, and Free Flight. You can only use Mario and Luigi in this mode for some reason. Bowser's Kaboom Squad brings you and 7 others together against a giant imposter Bowser, navigating a micro-sized city map. Your goal is to grab bombs from crates by attacking the crates together and loading the bombs into a cannon. The cannon fires at Bowser every 20 bombs. At the end of each round, you'll play a minigame to earn a power-up or boost to use in the next round to help you get bombs and take down Bowser quicker. Koopathlon pits 20 players against each other in different minigames as you work your way around a track, moving forward 1 space for every coin you collect. The goal is to complete a specified number of laps before everyone else, win the game and get a helpful item, lose the minigame, and you're set back around 10 to 40 spaces. Rhythm Kitchen takes you throughout 10 different food-themed minigames where you swing your Joy-Con to the beat of the music. You're working with the other members of your team to keep the beat and get the best score as you make various foods. Finally, Toad's Item Factory has you moving the Joy-Con around to guide a marble to the end of a puzzle, with each level increasing in difficulty. The marbles you collect turn into the items that you find on each board. Some modes felt more fun than others, Like I'm way more likely to revisit Coopathlon more than Paratroopa Flight School, but it's great to have variety packed into one game like this. One of my favorites of the bunch is Rhythm Kitchen, as it felt as close to a new Rhythm Heaven game that we've gotten in years. Now while there is a lot to do here, I'm not going to lie and say I bought Super Mario Party Jamboree for the additional content beyond the board game mode, but each of them has their own merit and is a welcome addition. The single player mode only took me around 3 hours to 100% complete, and I felt it served as a great way to familiarize myself with many of the minigames I will encounter when I'm playing with friends or online. And yes, the online mode still works great. I've had very little connection issues, if any, and if anybody disconnects, they're replaced with the CPU opponent, so it keeps the game moving. Super Mario Party Jamboree is jam-packed full of content. It takes everything I've loved from past iterations and turns it to an 11. From the largest roster of characters of any game in the series, to the variety between all the boards, there's so much here to love. The mechanics feel exactly as they should, and in the best way possible, this is one of the meanest Mario Parties I've ever played. I've had insane leads blown by a chance time space, or another player stealing my stars right at the very end. These were also the moments where my friends and I had the hardest laughs, and no game feels better to be completely screwed over by. Mario Party brings out the competitive nature in everyone. Super Mario Party Jamboree is the best the series has to offer so far. It's the embodiment of what makes a great party game. The thrill of the unexpected twists, the joy of multiplayer mayhem, and a well-balanced combination of skill and luck. Combining the best aspects of its predecessors into one package, Jamboree is exactly what Mario Party should be. If there's one Mario Party you're looking to pick up and play on Switch, it should be this.